Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Before taking the next stanza of this poem, dear students, the poet has used which poetic device? Definitely this question may be set by the examiner. The imkusu poetic device that was used for imagery. In which stanza? In second stanza and third stanza, and maybe we can say in some more stanzas. The yatmashim kurmut second stanzas must use, third stanzas must use. So imagery gay kya? Dear students, imagery refers to the use of words in poetry to describe ideas or situation. तो अच्छा सा वारिया कसम imagery आगे auditory means गई उसे through sound create गसा image picture of something. आगे visual image उसे अच्छो से चेका विशित. आगे tactile image के sense of touch. Olfactory के ब्याग sense of smell. Gustatory means के sense of taste. Kinesthetic means के sensation. जैसे वो शो यात मज सेकंड स्टेज मज कुछ imagery से यूज करमस. Windows, doors, awnings of the house are wet. You get picture of sight, visual image. Cool breeze stir the leaves of the yonder banyan tree. Yes, it is auditory image. The collar of my coat is also wet with the drops of rain. It is also picture of sight. My feet are cold with water seeping through my shoes. It get picture of sight. The ground is very slippery. There is no place to stand. It get picture of sight. Visual image. Dear students, be like questions, short answer type questions may be set by the examiner. Suppose this pneumonia third stanza. Atmas kya hai ki lakut question trait. Lakut question hai ki who is the speaker of these lines? Emuk speaker the poet is the speaker of these lines. And the second question may be said by the examiner. How has the poet's feet become cold? Emis kit poet gayim emis khor emsin sarat. The poet's feet has become cold as the water seeping through his shoes. And another question may be said by the examiner. Why does the poet looks for some spot to rest? The poet looks for some spot to rest because his mind is exhausted. Exhausted means very tired. Let's take the another stanza of this poem. Loss of hope has darkened the evening of my life too, and clouds gathering in the mind shed tears as they pass. The evening of troubles, my companion is also depressed, and takes me along, holding me by the arm. Loss of hope has darkened the evening of my life too. And Jerson's the question may come, what has darkened the evening of the poet's life? Loss of hope. He has no hope. And it means it was the last stage of his life. Evening refers to the last stage of his life. It was the loss of hope that has darkened the evening of his life too. And clouds gathering in the mind shed tears as they pass. Here, since it is not a cloud that you see in the sky, here clouds refers to anxiety. Anxiety is parishini, or we can say despair or hopelessness that have gathered in poet's mind. Shed tears as they pass. As they means the hopelessness, depressed, sad, anxiety. As they pass in his mind, tears shed means tears rolling down from his cheeks. The evening of troubles, my companion is also depressed and takes me along, holding me by the arm. His companion, the poet's companion means his beloved, his wife. She was also depressed. But the poet calls his companion to hold him by the arm and take him along. In childhood, I stood alone in my courtyard, and waves of air brought the sound of cymbals. We regret, it is he regret. He regrets that the day is gone by, don't return. How to call back time is past and gone. Dear students, it is also imagery. Each image is create poet's mind. In childhood, the poet says, the poet remembers his childhood days when he stood alone in his courtyard, listening to the sound of cymbals. Who listened? The poet is listening to the sound of cymbals when he stood alone in his courtyard. Yeli sahanas mans kun zunu yos bihit. Iti osi boza emichi awaz. Listening to the sound of cymbals. Cymbals ka chis bana? A flat round musical instrument. Dear students. And waves of air brought the sound means which resembled the sound of the clang of the school bell. Emish pe mas bachpan ek do yaad. Yeli schools place awaz ganti as baja. Ish basan tim chis sound dear students. And waves of the air brought the sound of cymbals. It is also auditory image. It gay imagery. It gay auditory image bana shishat. Imagery and kasam. He regrets that the days gone by don't return. Which days don't return to his life? The childhood days that he is going to remember. That won't return to his life. That is why the poet regrets. He repents. He regrets for the childhood days that he remembers. Yum yaad karan bachpan ek do is the tum en be wapas ke. Those days won't return to his life. How to call back times past and gone? Go use wakat sugumu sushin wapas ma ke. It is impossible to put the clock back. Means clock of his life. Ishin ho clock. It gay zindagi his gadi. Go ish mushkil sahab is wahakon is wapas in it. The evening prepares to go to sleep in the lap of night, slowly, softly, just as the sky's feet touch the ground. Shadows of trees rest in the dark tank, and as some passing cloud casts a shadow over hills. The evening prepares to go to sleep in the lap of night. The evening is coming to end, and the nights separate their wings. That is why the poet says, the evening prepares to go to sleep in the lap of night. Lap chess when I kana khuncha sa muish ratam bachis that chess when I lap. In the same sense, and it goes into the lap of night. What goes into the lap of night? The evening. And just you must see how it goes into the lap of night. Slowly, softly, just as the sky's feet touch the ground. In that manner, the evening prepares good sleep in the lap of man. So, let us compare kara. Achis wana simile. How it we can say sleep in the lap of night. The evening prepares slowly, softly, as the sky's feet. Just as the sky's feet is touching the ground, and the evening prepares good sleep. In that manner, in the lap of night, slowly and softly. Shadows of the trees rest in the dark tank. Tank means container. Tank chase mana container is ab khatar chasa. Tank. Dark tank. Shadows of the trees rest in the dark tank as some passing clouds means moving clouds casts a shadow over the hills. Means separate a shadows over the hills. Some passing clouds. Last stanza. There is activity in the houses lit with electric bulbs. Moonlight laughs holding the hem of the moon. Where is my destination? Where is the hurry? Light of the earthen lamp in a wayyard modest in awaits me. There is an activity in the house lit with the electric bulbs. There is some activity which is going on in the houses. In some houses. Moonlight laughs holding the hem of the moon. Hem means edge of the moon. Moonlight laughs holding. The hem of the moon means here laughing at the poet. Where is my destination? Where is the hurry? Yes, the poet does not know his destination. The poet is moving aimlessly through the lands, through the deserted lands. Where is the hurry? He is no hurry. The light of the earthen lamp in a wayside modest in awaits me. The poet consoles himself with this thought. Ishma panis panas tasli dema nimsait. Light of the earthen lamp. That the light of the earthen lamp in a wayside modest in awaits me means awaits him. Yashme wait kara. Go imishmi ish panis panas tasli dema. Yelnimis pan manzil shasa pataish nimis pan manzil mion manzil catch. Where is my destination means good. That means he does not know his destination. The poet does not know his destination. When he was moving aimlessly through the deserted lands during the evening. And light of the earthen lamp in a wayside. It means the poet consoles with this thought. The poet consoles himself, we can say, with this thought that the light of earthen lamp. Earthen is nimuk banyamut clay mich hund. Timchi light in a wayside is duri pe nazar. Modest in cheswana pub. In means pub. Awaits me means waits for him. To wait him. And what is it that waits for the poet? Light of the earthen lamp. Thank you.